Hi, Jamie here from the Center for Aligned Living, and today I am going to talk about your superpower. Yep, it's one of my favorite things. We have a superpower. You may not be aware that it's a superpower, but you have it, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about why it's a superpower. So the superpower that we're talking about today is choice. Yeah, I said it, choice. We have the ability at any given moment, every waking second, to make choices. I'm choosing to make this video, choosing to talk to you about choice. I could stop, I could go do something else, I could do something positive, or I could do something negative. It's a choice. I could go have something to eat, I could make it healthy, I could make it unhealthy. It's a choice. I could call somebody who I think needs help. I could not. It's a choice. It's what we do with those choices that makes a difference. And if you want to have change in your life, positive or negative, we probably all don't go around saying, I want negative choice, I want negative responses or situations. But what we do, you may feel like I'm uncomfortable in a certain area. And so what we need to do is get to a point where we make different choices when it comes to that particular area. So, for example, I may be struggling with someone in my life. And I may sit there and think, well, I wish they would do this, and I wish they would do that, and on and on and on. And, run around like a chicken with my head cut off, all focused on what that other person is doing. What is that really doing in this situation? It's doing nothing. It's perpetuating the situation because now you're participating in it. You're just wanting that person or situation to be different by doing nothing, by talking about how you want it to be different. What you need to do is change the way you look at it and the choices that you're making in regards to it. Think about that. All you have to do is start making different choices. Maybe it's a conversation that you haven't had. It may be difficult and uncomfortable, but if you start to make different choices, you will have a different outcome. Things may never be perfect. There is no such thing as perfect, and perfect is always just like in the mind of the beholder, right? Just like beauty. I may think something is really beautiful. The person next to me could be going, not so much. There is no such thing as perfection. So, let's just talk about that another day. Choice is what we're talking about today. And if we make positive choices daily, we will end up with a positive outcome, especially if your focus is on yourself, which is really where it should be the majority of the time. I'm not saying don't help people. I'm just saying what we have to do, the best thing that you can do for this world and for yourself, for anybody, your loved ones, your children, your work environment, for the world, is to be healthy yourself. Heal yourself, or even if that's too complicated, just be healthy. Just make positive life changes, positive direction, positive life. And it's all a choice. Okay? Now, yeah, I may choose, it's so easy to talk about food, and I've had issues with food my whole life, but if you think about, we have to eat, and there's plenty of choices. If I repeatedly make unhealthy choices, I'm going to be unhealthy. If I start mixing in some healthy choices, I'm going to be healthier. And the more healthy I focus my eating on, the more healthy that aspect of my life is going to be. And it crosses over to other things. It crosses over to relationships. The more you nurture and make healthy choices in a relationship, the healthier that relationship is going to be. It's almost like, well, I was going to say you get what you give, but I don't know if that really is serving in this conversation in regards to choice. But you certainly, you're going to get more love back if you give more love. So if you're making healthy choices, you're probably going to start seeing healthy in a healthier environment around you. But it all boils down to choice. Choosing to make healthy choices and it's all a choice. You get to choose. It's so beautiful. You get to choose your response. Hello? You're not in control of anybody else's response. Nobody out there in this whole world. You cannot be responsible for their choice. That's on them. Accountability. You are responsible for your choice and for your reaction and your life. Personal responsibility. I think that becoming aware, becoming conscious, becoming awakened, enlightened, whatever word you want to use for it, it's all about awareness. It's all about being consistently aware of the choices that you're making, either at a monumental level or at a micro, all the way down to what you think. If you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to have a negative outcome. And you're going to feel bad. Because with negative thoughts, you're releasing the negative chemicals. I try to keep everything so simple, and this is how I explain it to my kids. When you have an unhappy thought, you put the unhappy chemicals in your body. It just is going to happen. But if you have a happy thought, you put the happy chemicals into your body. Now, we can talk another day about how we can work to rewire our brain and our thinking, because that's very exciting, and there's a lot of information out there about that. But we're just talking about our superpower. And you may not think you have superpowers, but you absolutely do. Think about it. And what I want you to do is I want you, over the next week or so, is pick an aspect of your life that gives you discomfort. I want you to start making different choices surrounding that aspect of your life. And let me know what happens. It'll be amazing. You will be so excited. And then that is going to filter over into other areas of your life. And you will start to see like a trickle effect. And it just gets easier. And the more you do it, the easier it is. And then habits form. New healthy habits as opposed to the old toxic ones. And that is the direction that I hope that we are all going. So, we all have superpowers. What is our superpower? Choice. Beautiful. We can talk about some other things in the future in regards to rewiring the brain, and I mentioned something else. I'll have to figure out what that was because it was a good point a while ago. Superpower, choice. Make good choices. Be accountable for your response, nobody else. Look at yourself in the situation. Become aware if you have an agenda. Anything. Make different choices. Try to make healthy choices. Try to make God-centered, loving choices. And that, my dear, is how we're going to heal the world. All right. Well, thank you, and I look forward to being back here with you again soon.